You know what irritates old people? Well, first of all, being called old people. Second of all, when a young person thinks that they know something about life. So to any old people watching, the very few of you, I'm just a 22-year-old kid. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just make stuff up as I go. It's just mostly incoherent blabbering. Feel free to ignore me and don't take anything seriously. But to all my millennial friends, all the people that are young and of my generation, I'm your life coach, and I will be dropping much wisdom today. Humbly, of course, humbly. In 1776, Thomas Jefferson and some other dudes wrote in the Declaration of Independence something along the lines of all men are created equal, blah, 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 endowed with some rights. Some of these rights include life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You have the right to pursue happiness, whatever you think that means for you, as long as you remain within the boundaries of the law. So if you find happiness, true happiness, in kicking random people in the stomach every day, obviously you can't do that. So within the boundaries of the law, you have the right to pursue happiness however you think that would work for you. Now, happiness. Oh, man. Everybody wants happiness. I want happiness. You want happiness. Everybody loves happiness. But happiness is our drug. It is like crack cocaine, okay? And we are addicted to it so much. We spend our entire lives chasing happiness. From an early time in our lives, we experience happy moments and our mind goes, oh man, this is a great experience. Okay, this feels so wonderful that you need to feel this way all the time. Okay, this is the way you gotta feel always because it feels wonderful, right? This is what your brain tells you. And that is literally how addiction happens, okay? When you try heroin, I haven't done it, okay? This is just based off of what people say. But when you do heroin, your brain goes, oh man, this feels amazing. It must be good for you, so do it always, right? Do more of it. That's what your brain tells you. And the same goes for happiness. It's such a wonderful feeling that your brain tells you, man, you gotta be this way all of the time, 24/7. Run, 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 go, go, happy, happy, happy. Our goal becomes to obtain happiness, right? The concept that we live our life by is the pursuit of happiness. The things that we do in life, we do them because we think they'll make us happy, right? Our goals are goals that we set to do things, to accomplish things that we think will bring us happiness, or certain levels of happiness, right? So it's like everything we do for happiness, just like crackheads. Everything they do is for crack. That sounds okay, right? I mean, YOLO, right? You only live once. Why not be happy, right? That would be a good concept. Except the thing is that I've discovered in my very long life of many adventures and experiences, okay? Very, very long life. I know exactly what I'm talking about, all right? Trust me. Okay, look at these wrinkles. What I've discovered is that long-term happiness is actually unattainable. You're chasing something temporary. And the thing is, that's totally normal. The fact that happiness is temporary is okay. That's fine. That's normal. That's not something weird. But the way we're conditioned to think is that if you're feeling anything other than happiness, then something's wrong with you. That's the way we've been brought up to think. If you're not feeling happy, then something's wrong with you. We've elevated happiness to such a level that we basically worship it. And every other experience besides happiness in life becomes unacceptable. And if you're this sun is really just killing it for me right now. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, or if you're feeling frustrated, or if you're feeling angry, then there must be something wrong with you, right? That's what we begin to think. And so whenever we do feel these things, we get this alarm in our head that goes, oh, this feeling is unacceptable. Okay, do something to block that feeling out and make yourself feel happy. Food, and that's how you get fat. Netflix, okay, binge watch your favorite show. That'll do it. That'll make you happy, right? And we try to escape every other emotion. We try to escape it and we try to block it off with other things that will distract us from those other emotions, from those other experiences. the thing is that happiness is just a very tiny piece of this great human experience that we call life. Life is made up of so much more than just this one small concept called happiness. It's made up of an infinite amount of experiences. What makes life interesting is all of it, all of life. And if you go cherry picking just the parts that are happiness, then you're not living. You're limiting yourself to a small amount of experiences. The amount of life you live is not how long you live, it's how many different things you get to experience. That's how I measure life. If you make happiness your goal, then you're limiting yourself. If you don't allow yourself to feel anything but happiness all the time, then you're missing out on 99.99% of life. You're absolutely missing out. You're blocking out life. You're not blocking out anger or sadness. You're blocking out life itself, because it's composed of everything. Everything, not just happiness. It's totally irrational to expect yourself to be happy all the time, just like it's irrational to be sad all the time or angry all the time. It's not okay if you're sad for 20 years, right? Something clearly is wrong. If you're angry for 20 years in a row, then you have an issue. But for some reason, we expect to be happy for 20 years in a row. That's not normal. Happiness is just the same of an emotion as any other emotion. So why are we expecting to feel it always? It's not natural, it's not normal, and we shouldn't expect it. And if you do expect it, then you will be sorely disappointed. If you're always trying to be in this high energy, extremely positive, happy mood, you're gonna burn out. That's exhausting. That's not normal. And people will find you weird and probably kind of creepy, because then you're some kind of a robot that's programmed to always be happy. That's weird. It's not normal. It's not what normal people do. And unfortunately, a lot of people fake it. If you see someone who's like always super high energy, super positive, you're gonna get tired of that, because you know that's not real. That's fake. You know that person doesn't act that way when they're at home by themselves, because it's not normal. And so I say, learn to enjoy all of it. Learn to enjoy all of life, every single aspect of it. The difficult parts. If you're sad for some reason, something happened, don't drown it out. Don't block it. Allow yourself to hurt. Let that feeling of pain run its course. Let it ride out. It's going to end. Just like any other experience, it's going to end at some point, right? That's one of the beauties of life, is that it constantly changes. Life is dynamic. It moves, right? It goes along. And everything changes in life. Always. You're always changing. So whatever experience you're in right now, it won't always be that way, good or bad, right? So let yourself feel it. I got a spoiler alert for you. You're gonna die someday, right? You're not always going to live on this planet forever. So why not learn to enjoy every second, every part of it, even the stuff that seems unenjoyable. Learn to appreciate all of the seasons of your life. All of them. Every type of emotion that you feel, every type of experience that you have, learn to appreciate it. And you're probably not going to enjoy all of it, but appreciate it. Look at it as an adventure. Look at it as another experience that adds on to your story. It makes you a rounded person. Allowing yourself to experience full spectrum that life has to offer adds to the depth of your character, and it makes you a more interesting person, and it just makes you more of a person. That's what makes us human. The good, the bad, and the ugly. All of it wrapped into one. It's a package deal. It's what makes life interesting. It's what stimulates us. If you're constantly focused on happiness, you're just going to be disappointed all the time, because you're going to achieve temporary happiness, and then you're going to get used to it, and then you're going to want more, and you're going to set another goal and you're going to achieve another thing that you think will make you happy, and it will make you temporarily happy, and then you'll get used to that, and then again you'll be disappointed, and then again we're constantly chasing that high. Just we're a bunch of crackheads. That's what it comes down to. Break away from your addiction of happiness. Happiness is not that important. It's not. It's just another piece of the bigger picture of life. Alright? There's so many other cool experiences that you could be having. Interesting experiences that you could be having. When you learn to let go of the pursuit of happiness, you will find such freedom and peace. Because this pursuit of happiness is a constant feeling of uneasiness. Like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, in order to achieve my goals so that I can be happy. You don't have time to be happy along the way, because you're constantly on edge about trying to achieve your goals because you think they will make you happy. And when you let go of that, you begin to enjoy all of life. You take it all in. You allow yourself to experience the full spectrum of emotion. If you're sad, cry your eyes out. Close your doors in your room and just bawl your eyes out for 3 days straight. There's a certain level of sadness. It has to run its course inside of you. Let it do its thing. Don't be afraid to feel that hurt. You're living in that moment. You're alive. You're living. You're experiencing humanity. And that's a beautiful thing. Let that happen. It will make you a better person. It will soften your heart, first of all, which makes you a better person. And second of all, it will strengthen your character. It's an accolade. It's a medal. You get to go around life knowing that you went through something difficult and you made it out alive. It's something to be proud of. It adds on to your toughness and to your experience. It adds on to your story. It makes it interesting. If you're angry, go to the dollar store, buy a cheap set of dishes, and smash them to pieces. You're going to feel better afterwards, I guarantee you. Let yourself feel all of these things. It's okay. It's totally normal. It's part of life. There's nothing wrong with not being happy in the moment. There's nothing wrong. It's absolutely a part of life. I'm going to leave you guys with this incredible piece of knowledge, okay? No big deal, but I have discovered the meaning of life. No big deal though, okay? It's whatever, it's what I do, all right? It's just another day in my life. The meaning of life, and pay attention, okay? This is incredible. People have been searching for this since the beginning of time, okay? So pay attention. The meaning of life is not to be happy. The meaning of life is to live. I know, right? Crazy. I don't know where I get it from. You are on this planet as a human being. Your purpose is to be a human being. That's your purpose. That's the meaning of life, is to live, is to go through the human experience. To live life to its fullest, to experience the full spectrum of everything, except for drugs. You don't need that experience in your life. I haven't done heroin, but I hear it's not good for you. You know what I mean? It's just from what I hear. The purpose of a bird is to be a bird, okay? It's not to walk on the bottom of the sea. That's the purpose of the lobster, okay? And the purpose of the lobster is not to fly. It's to be a lobster and do lobster things. And the purpose of a bird is to be a bird and to do bird things. And the purpose of a human is to be human and to do human things and to experience human experiences. Just to enjoy everything that comes with that. Appreciate the fact that you're even alive, that you even get the opportunity to be stimulated mentally, that you get the opportunity to feel anything at all. That's incredible. That's magical. All of it, the entire spectrum of feeling. Stop chasing this crack that we call happiness, because at the end of the day, if happiness is your goal, then you will be left feeling empty and disappointed. and unfulfilled, because happiness is temporary. Embrace all of it and you will enjoy every day of your life, because you will begin to see it as an adventure, as a journey, as part of your story of life. Anywho, I'm gonna stop rambling. Come on, this sunlight, oh my gosh. My shades broke and this sun is just killing me, but I'm enjoying it. Anyways, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed it, you can subscribe, and that will probably motivate me to make more of this nonsense for you to enjoy or criticize, whichever. And if you have any thoughts on what I said, let me know. Tell me that I'm full of it, that I don't know what I'm talking about. Let me know. Like comment. I don't know. I want some feedback. All right, tell me. Like, let's talk. This is a big topic. Let me hear your opinions on it. Am I wrong? If there's some old people out there, is it true? Any of what I've just made up on the spot? Is any of this nonsense making sense? Let me know. And again, thank you for watching. So long.